Hi, everyone. I'm Teacher, a Jin. Today, I want to share with you is a slightly misty and an atmospheric watercolor landscape. This painting method, we mainly use the technique of wet in wet. It sounds like a Chinese medicine term, but it's actually a cultivation method. This photo is a field scenery in my hometown, Mainang. It was an afternoon. The sky was getting darker and the clouds were low. I felt like it was going to rain in the next second. The moist and cool feeling in the air is the protagonist of our painting today. Okay, let's get started. After the draft is done, I first brush a light layer of water over the entire picture because we want to draw moisture, so the picture can't be dry. Then I draw the foreground, the small houses at the foot of the mountain. This step is painting the light part. The paint should be wet and fluid, so the color can spread itself. In this way, when painting, to create the feeling of the breath flowing. Remember, the first layer is just a base, not too dark or too thin. Just like the first step in life, set the tone, don't rush for results. For the sky part, I also spread a layer of water and then slowly apply a light gray-blue to create that heavy cloud layer. This layer is our distant clouds. Should be light. Then gradually deepen it. The deeper the color, the less water. After it dries like this, the color won't fade completely. Many people find out after painting why it becomes so light. Then they add another layer and the transparency is gone. So, watercolor is a one-time deal. The simpler, the better. When the first layer dries, let's draw the tree to prevent these mistakes. The contrast of light and dark should be softer because of the humid weather and weak light. The shapes are blurry. Although it's blurry, there should still be a sense of depth. Slightly darken the backlight to shape the house, but not too hard. The darkest part of the whole painting is actually at the foot. Once the mountain is drawn, it will set off the bright part of the house. Darkington light and sense of space. When I draw here, I will add a little blue color to the tail of the mountain. Blur to the right. This will extend the vision as if the air is slowly spreading over there. If the boundary is too hard, just spray some water and rub it with a pen. At this time, the painting will have a feeling of rain coming. Trees, houses, mountains are all wet and blurred. Blur doesn't mean no content, but implies painting is sometimes like being a person. To clear means less individuality. Good again is rice field. This green is very eye-catching. I designed some dramatic lighting, darken the foreground and the distance. The vision will automatically be pulled to the center. To make the field not too flat, I also added some texture. Small brush strokes and spots make it more natural. The painting needs to be completely dry before we can move on to the next step. After it dries, I use a little white light to bring back the brightness covered by the paint. I also add some texture to the bushes to avoid becoming a solid. The last step is to draw coconut trees. It is the visual focus of the whole painting. The tree should be dark and layered, and some high and some low and sparse to look natural. Remember not to draw the shape of the house and tree too rigid. The moisture should be just right. The protagonist, Troy, is at the junction of light. The contrast between light and dark is the dramatic moment. At the end, I'll darken it a bit, add some white reflection in the foreground, add some windows. Everything is just right. Don't fix it anymore. Sometimes overdoing it is scarier than not enough. Finally, we sign our names and finish. This painting is full of moisture and the pastel landscape is done. Think about life is the same. Sometimes the weather is gray, but that is also a gentle color. Don't try to brighten the picture too soon. And a little blur and a little water. The painting will be more and people will be more free. Okay, that's all for today's class. If you also like this kind of watercolor atmosphere painting, remember to give me a like and subscribe. See you next time.